Hey, everybody. For today's smart idea, I wanted to bring up a couple of instances that I've actually dealt with in the last 24 hours when it comes to pharmaceutical medications and patients who are trying really hard to improve their metabolic health. The gentleman I met with this morning he has gone super low carb. He's doing everything he can, intermittent fasting, taking the Feel Great system, exercising on a frequent, regular basis, and we cannot get his blood sugars to come down. And he can't get rid of that stubborn belly fat. And he's going, what is going on? And you look back at his medications, and one of the medications is a statin. And so you look at some of the side effects of statins, and one of them is hyperglycemia. And so we know if we're creating hyperglycemia, that we're going to have an insulin response to that, which is also going to make it more difficult to achieve your goals. So there's one instance, and we had talked about the fact that it's a very interesting dynamic that we've got with the pharmaceutical industry because he has a family history of coronary disease. So boom, he got a statin. His triglyceride to HDL ratio is 0.9. It's amazing. And it's like, what are we doing? We've ordered a CAC score, but we've got to talking about the fact that we're giving a drug because of a potential risk. That drug is now creating another potential risk called diabetes. When he's trying to get blood sugars down, now the other options besides diet are druggable. And so then we have to go ahead and get on another medication. I was telling him it's a very, very well thought out and planned strategy from the pharmaceutical company to guarantee they never go broke. And so it's always interesting. And the point of this that I wanted to bring up is if people in our group are struggling with what's going on with their diet's good and clean, they're being really diligent, they're doing their fasting, they're incorporating all the things that we teach at Insulin IQ, but they're not having success, let's go look at your meds. The lady yesterday that I met with found out that one of her medications actually too interacted with another medication causing an issue with hyperglycemia. And so she's meeting with her doctor on Monday. But so take a step back. If things don't make sense, look at what else might be impacting what is going on, and pharmaceutical drugs are definitely one to peek at. And I'm glad I hear Tanya's going to be hosting today, and so she is like the perfect person to talk about this topic. But have you guys ever had this happen with your clients where you just can't figure it out, and then boom, all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, here's an easy one. And that guy, by the way, he's going to stop his statin today, and we're going to see what happens with his blood sugars over the week.
Yeah, medications and steroid injections. I've seen multiple things like that where pharmaceutical or traditional medical approaches are actually making some of the problems that they're trying to reverse worse. That's tricky.
Yeah. And Lindsay, is this something that they can just do it on their own, or should they reach out to their doctor before they get off their statin?
Yeah, ideally you want to have your doctor involved. His cardiologist just retired, and his next appointment with his new cardiologist is in September. And so he's like, well, what do I do? And I said, let's just do it for a week. Let's just see what happens. And he's got my guidance. He's hired me, and I'm legitimately his provider now. So that's good. But it is something you want to make sure, especially with mood stabilizing medications, that kind of thing, you definitely need to go through your doctor.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay. We'll see what the group has to say.
Hey, guys, I love Jack's glasses right there, man. Look, they're all turning green on us. It's freaking cool, man.
I should have worn another pair. It's probably distracting.
That's awesome, man.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay.